Could we be seeing the X-Men back in the MCU? Stay tuned for this episode of Nerdly News. On Wednesday, the Marvel Studios dropped the Avengers Infinity War trailer early in the morning, and needless to say, it was met with an insane amount of hype. Not only does this movie simply look like it's going to be the biggest blockbuster of the generation, in one day, in one 24-hour period, it amassed 230 million views on YouTube. That's right, 230 million views, the most watched trailer of all time by about 33 million views. Needless to say, the future of the MCU is looking bright, with 3 movies coming out next year being Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. The studio is setting itself up for an unprecedented movie run. But what will Phase 4 look like? Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios have been very tight-lipped about what they are going to be doing with the next stage in the MCU. Basically because if you give away too much with whatever upcoming movies, you're maybe going to have potential spoilers when it comes to what is happening in Infinity War. That being said, one of the things that they have said is that the MCU after the events of Avengers 4 is going to look totally different. So we're going to have what we call before Avengers 4 and after Avengers 4. And these two different pieces of time are going to look totally different from each other. With over 7,000 characters to choose from, it seems like this is actually going to be a pretty easy task, and considering the fact that Marvel has done so well creating this universe over the past 10 years, it is in very good hands, and I'm not really seeing any reason why the ship is going to go off course. With all that being said, with all 7,000 characters that they have the rights to, the MCU might still actually be getting back some rights to some of their old Marvel favorites. Earlier in this month, there was rumors that Disney was in talks to buy at least the studio division, the movie division of Fox. So 20th Century Fox was in contact with Disney, maybe looking to let Disney buy out just the movie division, not the sports and the news. No, they would keep all that, but looking to sell the movie division to Disney. This is major news because this would give Disney and Marvel back the rights to use the X-Men and the Fantastic Four in their movies in the future. Obviously, acquiring the X-Men and the Fantastic Four would open up tons of new stories and tons of new possibilities for the MCU and allow them basically to use any Marvel story in its entirety or in any way they want it, because they would have literally the rights to all of their characters, all the Marvel characters that have been created over the past 70, 80 plus years. Although these talks were said to die down earlier this month, recently in an interview, the X-Men producer Lauren Donner was quoted saying that she would love it for the X-Men to enter the MCU. It's just not a decision that she possibly can make. That's not on her. Kevin Feige was also on record saying a kind of vague statement, because he's been very vague about what's going on. Basically, he was saying that, yeah, there are things that are happening, but he can't say anything about it, because every single time he says something about it, like there's 15 ways that it's interpreted, so he's just trying to keep it tight-lipped. So it looks like this talk between Fox and Disney is still something that is happening. Could this be the beginning stages of the X-Men coming into the MCU? I honestly think that this would be a pretty legendary move, considering the fact that Lauren Donner and Kevin Feige have previously worked together on X-Men projects, and they are kind of two of the people who are solely responsible for the success of superhero movies over the past 15 years. Seeing them back in the studio together with Marvel with these two properties would be a powerhouse. Can we see X-Men 5, maybe an Avengers versus X-Men film? Who knows? That would be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited for this idea. There's a couple things and couple reasons why I would not want to see this happen, mainly with movies like Deadpool and Logan. Disney is very much a anti-rated R kind of, we don't want that to happen with these superhero films. And Deadpool and Logan have kind of changed the game when it comes to what you can do with superhero films with their rated R ratings. I personally would not like to see those go away. Having said that, I don't think that Disney would be stupid enough to let those movies not happen in their original form, especially considering that some of those, like Deadpool 2, is being filmed right now. So what do you think about this? Do you like this idea? Do you hate this idea? Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. And like always, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got new videos coming out all the time. We're gonna be doing some Star Trek. We're definitely gonna be doing some DC TV stuff. We're gonna have a bunch of Avengers stuff happening over the next couple months, and definitely a lot of Black Panther stuff and Star Wars, because Star Wars is coming out in the middle of December, so stay tuned for all of the things we're going to be talking about Star Wars coming up soon. And like always, my name is Oscar Hampton. This has been your episode of Nerdly News. Later days.